Yeah, everybody, it's motherfucking Mark, and welcome to the Burial Ground. The Burial Ground is my wrestling podcast where I review current day wrestling and bury the shit out of it because I have barely seen anything I like this year, and Wrestlemania was no different. Welcome to the Burial Ground, episode 1, Wrestlemania review. We'll just get started like this. We're going to dub this Wrestlemania the Wrestlemania that should have never happened. They should have just postponed it, waited till the summer. The problem is that you never know when you're going to be able to throw an event with a crowd anymore, if ever again. Especially a crowd that size. I mean, with the current Corona. I know WWE doesn't like to say coronavirus, and they didn't mention it. They didn't even mention the reason. They've never mentioned the reason they have no crowd anymore. They just, they know. They know, pal. Don't worry about it. They don't want to talk about this Corona. That cheap Corona messing up my WrestleMania, pal. Yeah, nobody wants to acknowledge that the coronavirus exists over there, even though the reason Roman Reigns didn't show up for his match was the coronavirus. Yeah, just forces these wrestlers to go work. A couple of days ago, they said it's WWE is an essential service. Are you fucking kidding me? How many palms did this motherfucker grease? I took a couple bucks there, pal. Come on. We need the wrestling. Oh, don't call it wrestling. We need our sports entertainment. Fuck it, dude. Yeah, essential. We're going to find out who got bribed and who bribed them, and then everybody should just go to prison for making these wrestlers work. WWE already has somebody. Excuse me. They already got somebody in the company with coronavirus. So, just force your wrestlers to work, pretend that you're an essential service until, one of these guys dies. Hopefully it's somebody I don't like. No, that's terrible. You don't want anybody to die, Vince, so just cut the wrestling out for a while, or the sports entertainment. It's not even wrestling. What the fuck is the difference? WrestleMania review. Let's start off with Stephanie McMahon kicks off WrestleMania 36 with a little speech, dressed like she's going to a funeral. Could be because this is the beginning of the end of wrestling as we know it, and wrestling is not going to be good anymore because of this shit here. It's just started off a whole string of events that we're not going to be able to go back from. It's like wrestling is going to turn into a Lucha Underground, TNA Impact Wrestling, whatever the fuck it is. It's going to turn into some bullshit that we don't. Listen, man, you should have never went down this road. I don't know if you were desperate because you didn't have a crowd, but these boneyard matches, skits, we're going to call it a boneyard skit, and the Firefly Funhouse skit, this shit is not good for wrestling. First of all, that's what the non-wrestling fans use that shit against wrestling fans to make them feel stupid. You know what I mean? Smoking, whatever. Excuse me. That you're gonna see some shit like that, and then people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?" That's why. Why don't you just watch real fighting? That's why wrestling's fucking stupid. They go fucking idiot. Of course, fucking teleporting and shit. Fucking idiot teleporting. What's wrong with fucking wrestling the way it is, the way it's supposed to be? Two guys wrestling it out, making it happen, trying to fight for a prize, or fight for more money, or fight for a win, or fight for pride, whatever the fuck it is. Why can't wrestling be like that? Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, you big-headed jerk-off. I don't want to be too rude. I am so fucking sick of you people, man. Listen. Wrestling doesn't have to be stupid. Wrestling fans aren't that fucking stupid where you have to fucking keep them entertained. If you like wrestling, you like wrestling matches, good quality wrestling matches, and wrestling angles and stories. You don't even have to be that. You don't have to be that theatrical about shit. Everything doesn't have to be a fucking stupid explanation. Instead of fucking Randy Orton falling in love with Edge and his family and wanting to kill him because he doesn't want him to wrestle anymore, it could have just been like, hey, fuck you. Before you left, you did some stupid shit, and I'm going to fuck you up. Fuck off. Then you're going to come back and just walk right in here like that after I took you out the first time. Whatever the fuck it is. It could have been a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? This fucking Otis and Dolph Ziggler and Mandy shit is the worst fucking thing I ever seen besides that Lana and Bobby Lashley and Rusev shit. You know, like, that kind of stuff is garbage. Yeah, it gets ratings. I don't know why. Fucking brings out the idiots to watch. You know, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen things on WWE TV recently that just made me want to turn the channel. When I already stopped watching because of shit like that, because of fucking Braun Strowman flipping over fucking semi-trucks and shit of that nature. Make it hard to watch. Really make it hard to watch. Stephanie standing there with that smile just like she's going to a funeral. I don't even know why they had this WrestleMania in the first place. WrestleMania 36 should have never happened. It was just trash in the first place. How are you gonna crown a new champion with no crowd? It's like the most underwhelming fucking title changes I've ever seen in my life. I already did another WrestleMania review, but the WWE took it down right away because I used a minute or two of their footage. Even though, the video is like an hour and something, they still took my shit down. It's fine, WWE. You could fuck yourself. Go get fucked. Listen. WrestleMania 36, Part 1, Stephanie kicks it off. Shut up, Stephanie. Past renditions of America the Beautiful was nice. It was just like a montage of people singing America the Beautiful. The WrestleMania trailer, Adventure Awaits, was pretty cool. It was, I don't know. It was alright. I'm not even going to review that. Okay, Gronk and Moho Rawley kick off the show. Why does this fucking Moho Rawley still have a job? He's like the fakest fucking... Listen, Moho, why don't you go work your true calling as a doorman in a swingers club or some shit, you fucking goofball. And Gronk, fuck you, man. Who thought bringing Gronk on wrestling was cool, man? This is wrestling. It's not fucking football. Nobody gives a fuck about Gronk. Fucking Gronk. He's fucking annoying and dancing around and goofing off and just fucking straight up man fuckery. This is fucking douchebag shit. Alright, finally we get to a match. Alexa and Nikki versus Kabuki Warriors for the tag titles. Now, if this wasn't for the tag titles, no, you know what? It's at WrestleMania. This needed to be a serious match. Instead, they started off fucking around, goofing off, like the tag titles didn't mean shit. Then they lost the fucking tag titles. You know, like, listen. You got these girls, the Kabuki Warriors. They're good, all right? But you're going to put them in there with a makeshift tag team of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. You might as well have just waited if you couldn't get a good tag team to put them against, or you could have put them against I don't know who you could have put them against. It doesn't even fucking matter. The match wasn't serious. It went way too long for being a fun time match. That wasn't WrestleMania quality. You got the Kabuki Warriors could work. You know what I'm saying? You could have had them. You could have like a traditional tag team match and it would have been fine. You didn't have to make everything fun or funny. And you really shouldn't have gave that makeshift tag team of buddies, Cross and Bliss, the belts, because neither of them are as over as Asuka, even close. So that was just a waste of a match. King Corbin versus Elias. They played a little skit before the match where they're taking advantage of their editing. They had King Corbin knock Elias off like a 15-foot platform. You know, I assumed he was dead. Then he just came back to life and wrestled the match like everything was all good. The guy fell off a fucking 15-foot platform and was laying there like a fucking pancake. I was surprised they didn't put a little stream of blood going from his head, just to indicate he was fucking dead. One of those real dark streams of blood that they do in the movies. And then he comes out and he wrestles King Corbin. They wrestle the match, and I guess they wrestle the match, and Elias wins. King Corbin is missing something, man. I hate hearing the fucking guy talk. He sounds like a fucking goof. Sounds like the goof of all goofs. He's missing like a certain intensity he had when he had that fucking when he had that receding hairline going and his hair was all thinning out and he knew people were making fun of him and shit. I think he really needs people to make fun of him again, because at least go back to dressing like the bartender at a Fridays, because he could have because he's definitely missing something, man. I like the way he wrestles. He's but Elias doesn't have any fucking moves. Elias doesn't have a WrestleMania match in him. I don't think they should have did this shit. They could have put Corbin against somebody better, like how about what's his name, Gable. The Gable would have been good. They could have put him against a lot of people that didn't wrestle today, and it would have been a lot better. Corbin versus Elias sucked. We'll leave it at that. They shouldn't even had the WrestleMania match, since I really don't think Elias is WrestleMania ready, and Corbin is just Corbin's missing something. He needs a touch up. He needs to go away for a while and come back. Get rid of that King bullshit and just do something devastating on your first day back. But he needs to go away for a while. He's been on TV too much. Shayna versus Becky, Raw Women's Championship. This is better than I guess it's better than I thought it would be, but I still didn't really like it that much. The ending was just Shayna. I've seen that shit happen to her twice already. I don't know why she doesn't know how to you know what I mean? It's just annoying that she fell for that shit again. And Becky didn't do it right. I mean, her shoulders, like, Becky's kind of small for that, Her shoulders weren't down either, which is kind of takes away from the ending, and she wasn't holding them down, and it just didn't look right. The match was okay. It was better than the last match, at least. Fucking, this shit was it was more intense at that. I mean, that's the best I could say for it, but I really didn't like it. This next match I liked. Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. I love everything Daniel Bryan does. Bryan Danielson versus El Generico. I like everything Daniel Bryan does is good to me. Even his Drew Gulak shit is a little goofy, but it's still cool, man. I could see it. These guys are good. Gulak is awesome in the ring. The matches they had against each other was good. They were really good. Sami Zayn is I like Sami Zayn, man. I think he talks a good game. This match was funny. He was talking shit, made me laugh, and it was a good match. It was funny in the right way, and you can tell he was still trying to win, or just trying to hold on to his title, like kind of like in a Ric Flair kind of way, except more of a pussy. You know what I mean? It was super entertaining, man. This guy knows what he's doing. Daniel Bryan, you can't go wrong in the Daniel Bryan match, and the ending was nice. The Helluva kick out of nowhere when Bryan was jumping off the ring, the top of the ropes. I would have liked it if that was the only thing that Sammy did, honestly. Like, if that was his only offense, that would have been better for me. But besides that, I really enjoyed this shit. This was good. Sami Zayn wins that one. Now, we'll go back to some more hardcore hating, because Kofi Kingston versus Jimmy Uso versus John Morrison in a ladder match for the tag team titles. Fucking hated that one. I did not enjoy this shit. I was already not into ladder matches anymore, since I was, when I was younger, they used to do it right with the Edge and Christian, the Hardys and the Dudleys and shit like that. And this shit was terrible without a crowd. Like, I guess the crowd takes away from the fact that it looks so fucking fake. Especially this one, though. They were, like, really working together. And, Jimmy Uso fell off the ladder, Morrison pushed Uso off the ladder and he fell onto like a mat or whatever the fuck it was, because they didn't show the landing, so they edited that shit out just like the Elias thing, which was annoying. Shit just sucks. You guys could go fuck off with this edited wrestling bullshit. We're gonna get more into it later, but I'm already fucking sick of that shit. The match was no good, but the ending was cool. They had all three of the guys on top of the ladder fighting for the belts. They took the belts down and they all had them in their hand and they didn't know who was gonna get them. And then Morrison fell off the ladder onto another ladder with the belts in his hand, almost like an accident. I thought that shit was kind of cool, but besides that, the rest of the match fucking sucked, and I didn't enjoy it. Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. That was WrestleMania quality. I fucking love this shit. Seth Rollins looks like a fucking superstar coming out there. He got that WrestleMania outfit, looking like Jesus and shit. Got the picture of himself. It's good, man. That shit is good. And Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, which you're he looks like a fucking wreck. He looks like he's at wrestling school. Like he never got out of wrestling school. Like every day he just wakes up, he goes to wrestling school, has his match, and whatever it is, I'm glad he's saving money on clothes, because he shops at WWE.com. That's a fucking 100%, you know. So this match was good. Fucking Owens takes those bumps on the apron, man. Like fuck. And he's a trooper, man. He's definitely a tough motherfucker, man. But so Rollins gets disqualified because he hit Owens with the ring bell. Owens calls him a pussy, tells him to come back, have a no DQ match. Owens jumps off the fucking WrestleMania sign onto the announce table onto Rollins, who just stood there and fucking waited for it like a fucking champion, just looking at the guy waiting. Why didn't he move is another question, but he just stood there and waited for that shit like a champ, and he fucking saw that fat motherfucker coming down and he just let him break him in half with that elbow drop. That was great. Good shit. That was the first WrestleMania quality match. R-Truth versus Gronk versus Moho Rawley. Fuck that shit. I didn't watch it. Can we just acknowledge the fact that Ron Killings is a former NWA heavyweight champion and he's a talented in-ring performer, even though he's a little different and maybe a little awkward, but he's a great wrestler, dude. And he's still got something left in there. I guess it's nice to see he can get on TV every week or whatever, but this shit just annoys the shit out of me, man. So I'm not gonna talk about it. I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna lie. Braun Strowman versus Goldberg, Universal title. Braun Strowman shit. Goldberg is even a bigger piece of shit. Ended Bret Hart's career. Go fuck himself. I was hoping both of them just fall into the ring and the ring would fucking go on fire or something, and we would just be through both of them and everybody else would be okay. But it was 4 spears, then 4 power slams, and then Goldberg lost, and Braun Strowman is the new heavyweight champion, universal champion, the worst champion of all time. Braun Strowman sucks. He's worse than Goldberg. There's nothing you can tell me to make me change my mind. If I've ever seen Braun Strowman have a great match, I forgot about it, and I remember most of the shit I've seen this guy in. He's just terrible, man. Braun Strowman, I don't think anybody wants to see that guy as champion. Not even the young kids who just see Braun as a big roar. Get these hands. It's if I never heard that saying again, I'd be happy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so sick of that motherfucker and I haven't been watching a lot of wrestling. I just kind of started picking it up since the quarantine and shit like that. So, fuck you, Braun. You suck. I don't like you. Goldberg, I'm glad. Never fucking come back, Goldberg, you old motherfucker, you piece of shit. You go, you're terrible. Fucking terrible. There was no reason to even have this match. You should have just had somebody better just come out and win the belt. Somebody unexpected, somebody that could actually carry a championship match. Not like fucking. What are you gonna do with Braun Strowman? Forget it. There goes to the next match. We're gonna call that a skit. The Undertaker versus AJ Styles, a Boneyard skit. AJ Styles is the best wrestler they got, pretty much. Him, Daniel Bryan. They don't got too many better guys than AJ. All right, and you're gonna waste him in a movie, in a fucking fake bullshit looking scene from the WB Supernatural or whatever the fuck it is, CW Supernatural show, or it looked like a scene from the show Charmed. You guys remember that shit? Maybe that the show on NBC, or maybe Grimm. You remember Grimm? There was Happily Ever After or something, or whatever the fuck this shit is. It looked like a scene from a fucking shitty TV show, like a C quality TV show, like a CW type show. Everybody was singing the praises of this shit like it was the best thing they ever seen. No, you liked it because it was the Undertaker, and this shit was stupid. It was fucking stupid. Okay, it wasn't even movie quality, man. You're gonna tell me this shit was good? Fucking all the kayfabe this shit broke, and you're gonna be mad at Ronda Rousey? All right, at least Ronda Rousey's still real. She gets in the ring. You can at least. This is bullshit. You know what I mean? You're gonna tell me that this is a match? This is the best way to use AJ Styles? That fucking in 2020 that you really need to see the Undertaker that bad? That's what you're telling me, that you're just gonna do make a movie scene of two wrestlers cooperating, and then show like a director's cut of that shit directly after, showing these guys cooperating? Why don't you just tell wrestling to go fuck itself? That's what you're doing. You're turning fucking WWE is the last place I would think that they would do some Lucha Underground bullshit to expose the business on the next level. But I don't know why I would think that, because they exposed the business in the first place. This shit sucks. This shit sucked. This whole fucking day one of WrestleMania could suck a fat dick. Okay, fuck you, Vince. Fuck you, Triple H, and whoever fucking came up with this Boneyard match. AJ Styles, I never want to fucking see AJ Styles wrestle again. If fucking Undertaker can't even lift his leg past his fucking hip to do the big boot anymore. And he can't even fucking straighten his fucking leg out. So why don't you just forget it? You know what I mean? Undertaker, forget it, dude. And if this is the best you could do, you're not a wrestler anymore. You're fucking go be a guest star in fucking a Supernatural or some shit like that, dude. This shit sucked. You suck. All right? And if you're going to use AJ Styles like that, you might as well throw him in the fucking garbage. All right? Because there's no reason. There's no reason for this shit. This shit was bad. All the fog and the fucking... The stupid Supernatural bullshit, the fucking editing, and fucking everything just sucked. Just sucked. Alright, it was like one of those fucking Amazon Prime movies that get 1 star and shit, and only because the people that were in it fucking rated the shit. It was bad. It was like a bad fucking quality movie scene. If this shit broke into a fucking gay porn, I wouldn't be surprised because of the quality. If these guys just started fucking each other like a fucking gay porn. Dude, this shit was bad. And not even like a new gay porn, like an 80s one. Okay, because this is fucking bad quality fucking... It was just terrible altogether. Fucking the acting was C fucking level. Nothing of this shit was good. It wasn't a good wrestling match because it wasn't wrestling. There wasn't even a wrestling ring. They barely did any wrestling at all. They're trying to portray wrestling moves as fight, which is cool. Okay, it's like an El Santo movie. You understand what I'm saying? This is fucking... It's the year 2020, dude. Okay? This is... You gotta do better than this shit. This shit was unacceptable. So... Fuck that whole day one of WrestleMania. Let's see if day 2 was any better. Alright, starting off with night 2. Stephanie kicks off night 2. A little more cheery outfit. Whatever. Gronk welcomes everyone to part 2. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, Gronk. I really wish you didn't get yourself involved with wrestling. kind of ruined my night, to be honest with you. I didn't. Both 3 hours of wrestling would have been a lot more enjoyable if you weren't there. I promise you that. And I don't know who decided to get you involved with this shit, but it was a bad idea. And I hope whoever did make that decision got fired. Maybe Mojo Rawley. That's what I thought of. That's what I think of Mojo Rawley too. Because fucking Mojo Rawley, you suck, dude. All right, I'll tell you something that didn't suck. Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley, NXT Women's Championship. They took that shit serious as a heart attack. Love this match. Charlotte's a badass. Rhea Ripley's awesome. But I just don't understand why they had Charlotte win this match. It didn't really make sense to me. It was I was just really I guess you can't really make a. It's not gonna help Rhea to win the championship or retain the championship in front of no people, which is. I guess it makes sense, and they're gonna count this towards Charlotte's world title reigns or something. I don't know what they're doing exactly, but whatever they're doing, they did it. And I guess Charlotte's gonna be in NXT for a while to kind of give NXT a little bit of legitimacy. So, but I would like to see Rhea win this shit anyway. Or they could have started something off with the 4 horsewomen there too. They could have done that with the Shayna Baszler match. You know, they could have did a 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen. If they could have got Ronda to come out and shoot her a couple $100,000 real quick. They could have did a lot. They had a chance to do something with this 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen, or they could have had Rhea win. They could have did a lot of shit, but they had Charlotte win. She's going to NXT and she's gonna go beat some other girls, and I guess Rhea's gonna take the title back, hopefully. But takes us to the next match. Uninspiring. Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. Aleister Black, he's good, dude. I like him, but I really think Lashley's a lot better than they let him be. I think he could. I think he could really do. I think he can have a better match than he does. I think he kind of unleashed himself. I remember when he was in Impact or TNA, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I think he was having some good quality matches, athletic matches, even though he's a bigger guy, but he could do a lot of shit. And they should give him a chance. The ending was stupid. I think maybe they're gonna try to turn him babyface or something. I don't even care. They Lana distracted Lashley. He looked over and Aleister Black kicked him in the face, and that was it. Sasha Banks and Bayley backstage talking shit, whatever. I didn't watch that because I'm fucking not that hard up for entertainment. Shit sucks. Anytime those two are backstage, it sounds like they're fucking reading off the teleprompter and shit. Gronk wants to win a 24/7 championship. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't watch any Gronk fucking segments. It's bullshit. Same thing with the next match. I kind of like fast forwarded through it. I did see some of it. Dolph Ziggler versus Otis. Otis is like one step away from a Eugene. Can't stand to fucking see Otis or hear Otis. Especially, I'd rather. I don't know what's worse, watching him wrestle or hearing the way he talks. Hey, Mary G, I'm talking like an idiot. I'm faking it. He's like a fucking Eugene character, and everybody loves this shit, but I don't. It's fucking annoying. Okay, fuck this guy, and fuck the whole character. Why are you wasting Dolph Ziggler like this for another fucking WrestleMania? You take Dolph Ziggler and just throw him in any fucking angle, whatever it is. This guy's so good. How long do you think he's gonna be good, or how long do you think he's gonna stay wrestling for you if you just fucking waste him? You think he's getting younger? Is that what you think? Dolph Ziggler is a fucking talented fucking guy, and in every fucking facet of wrestling, and you can't give him something decent. You're gonna give him this bullshit Mandy Rose Otis fucking love story, fucking mockery. Shit was just garbage. Fucking hot garbage. It's fucking cold garbage. It's not even hot. It's fucking made me sick the way you waste these fucking talented wrestlers, man. It's really fucking annoying. And I said it. Fuck Otis. I know everybody loves him. I don't care what you fucking people like. I like what I like. Alright, I don't like stupid shit. Edge and Randy Orton last man standing match. I liked it. I would have loved it if it was fucking 10 minutes shorter. Alright, because that shit took forever. And I would have loved it if they wrestled in the ring. But I'm having a feeling that Edge is a little limited taking bumps and shit like that. And they don't want to really use him like that. So I kind of get what happened here. And I like the match a lot. I thought it just went too fucking long, man. Thought Edge did some cool, innovative shit. And thought it was good. I liked it. Told the story, had a good conclusion. A little more of that cinematic shit that I'm not really enjoying that much, but I get it. They got to figure out something to do, and it's hard to replace the excitement of the crowd. I get it. And this wasn't so bad because it was backstage anyway, so it's different. You know what I mean? But I thought it was pretty good. It just went a little too long. Everybody was the first thing I thought when I saw Randy hang Edge in the thing was Chris Benoit. So I don't blame Meltzer for talking about that. Moho Rawley versus Rob Gronkowski 24/7 title. That shit sucked. I didn't watch it. Fuck these guys. Theory and Garza versus Street Profits. I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch that shit either. Titus O'Neil takes over Wrestlemania host. 5-way elimination match, SmackDown Women's title. I like that shit. It was alright. It could have been better. It didn't feel like they were laying the shit in except for Bayley, and Tamina had a couple nice things she did, but I don't know. I like Bayley a lot. Her pants are tight. I love me some Sasha Banks. I'll tell you something. When things get better, Sasha Banks, I'll take you out for some sushi or some shit. But 5-way women's title match. I thought it was just a little corny telling the story, but I guess they're going somewhere with the Sasha and Bayley shit. So that we'll let that thing develop and see where it goes. But it was alright. Alright, here's to the thing I like the most. I'm just kidding. Cena vs. Bray Wyatt Firehouse Funfly match. Firefly House match fly. Fun house fire match. You know what I mean? Alright. Cena and Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse match. It's not a fucking match, another fucking skit, and that had nothing to do with wrestling. Not only did it had nothing to do with wrestling to the point where it was the most disrespectful thing I would ever imagine I would see on WWE TV. I wouldn't think you would see something on WWE TV like this until Vince was dead and buried. But apparently nobody gives a fuck anymore. Nobody cares. And when the ratings are so fucking low, you fucking get desperate and do anything. It's despicable shit. I'm more than disgusted with you fucking people, okay? With this fucking Firefly fucking Funhouse bullshit. Fucking Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is a master. He fucking got himself over without having to learn how to wrestle good, without having to get into shape. He fucking got himself over on John Cena without having to wrestle or fucking exercise. This guy is a fucking. People talk about Kevin Nash backstage manipulate. This guy Bray Wyatt is a master. He didn't even have to. He's like, I didn't even have to exercise. He's like, I'm gonna put on these fucking tight jeans and this red shirt, and people are gonna. There's something going on here, man. Why do people like this? Makes me feel it makes me embarrassed to be a wrestling fan, which I'm probably not at this point, since this is what wrestling is. I couldn't imagine I don't even know what I'm doing this fucking wrestling podcast. But yeah, I'll do it. Whatever. Listen, this shit was pathetic. Fucking John Cena. What are you doing, Cena? They fucking buried this motherfucker because I can't even watch John Cena now after this fucking ridiculous shit. Dude, this shit was fucking embarrassing, man. This guy's a fucking 16-time world heavyweight champion. You're gonna make it so I can never fucking look at him again. It's fucking embarrassing, man. He looked like a fucking idiot out there with fucking between the lifting weight scene and the fucking switching the clothes and beating up the fucking puppet. And what kind of bullshit is this, man? This is fucking Lucha fucking Underground, dude. This is fucking Impact Wrestling garbage. This is not what the biggest wrestling company in the world does, man. It's fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit! Okay? I can't imagine. Fucking imagine Bret Hart doing this shit, dude. Okay? This is like some fucking Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake, Undertaker shit, dude. From fucking. This is what made me stop watching WWF in the first place when I was a kid. See shit like this. Fuck. I can't. Motherfuckers teleporting and shit, dude. This motherfucker changing clothes. John Cena would never be in the NWO. Oh, dude, he's a fucking goof. Fuck this guy. Ah, man. Come on, man. This shit was terrible. This shit was terrible. Bray Wyatt can go fuck himself, dude. He can barely wrestle, man. You're gonna try to make him the champ again. How many gimmicks do you want to have this fucking guy have? Dude, that's one of the reasons the show sucks. Especially sucked when he had the fucking title. Because you're fucking putting the two most interesting things you have on one segment. Okay, because fucking the belt's nothing but a gimmick, especially at this point. It's like, nobody's good enough to really be the champion now, so whoever gets it is just like taking their turn trying to make something stick. Alright, so you can't put a guy with a gimmick. The mask and the thing is a gimmick. Why can't it be a little more based in reality? It's like he's some kind of fucking mentally ill fuck that puts on a mask and pretends like people don't know it's him. Or he's another, he's psychotic or whatever. He has, whatever it is, mental problems. Whatever the fuck it is. Why can't it be a little bit more based in reality? It doesn't have to be so fucking ridiculous, dude. Why does it have to fucking make it embarrassing to watch wrestling? This motherfucker's teleporting and shit. Got fucking little puppets. What the fuck is going on, man? You expect me to watch this shit? The fuck is wrong with you people? This was the worst thing I ever seen in wrestling history. This is fucking worse than, worse than any fucking anything. Worse than a gobbledygooker, dude. Back then, I think the fucking Survivor Series used to come on Thanksgiving. This is the worst shit I've ever seen, dude. Hands down. I'm not a big Bray Wyatt fan in the first place, but I thought his character was good when he was like a dirty swamp cult leader bum or whatever, and he had a couple big tough goofballs to watch his back and shit. But I can't watch this, dude. Bray Wyatt, go fuck yourself. John Cena, you're fucked. I never want to fucking see you again. Like, I never was a big fan of John Cena, but I learned how to tolerate him and then eventually appreciate him. Now he can go suck a dick, which it looks like he did already. Because fucking this shit was just fucking terrible. He looked weird too. He's like, he wore the same shirt he did when he was still big John Cena, but he looks like considerably smaller, so his shirt looked weird on him. I don't know. The whole outfit is just I don't know. There's something going on there. It's not funny. It's not fun. Okay, fuck you if you think that's what wrestling should be, and for John Cena to even go along with this, and for Vince to fucking go along with this shit it fucking blows my fucking mind, dude. Blows my fucking mind. Let's just go to the next, because that wasn't a match. Let's just go to the last match. Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, WWE title. It was good. It was alright. I mean, there's no crowd. What the fuck you want to do? There's a couple funny things that happened. Well, at least one funny thing. After the first Claymore kick, Brock got up staggering. I thought he was going to get hit with another one. And then Paul Heyman was like, "Watch out! He's going to do it again!" And fucking Brock moved out of the way and Germaned him. So, I mean, it was alright for what it was. Like, this title matches need a crowd, dude. You can't fucking... It's like he's celebrating in front of no one. It's kind of... I guess he's kind of like talking to us, but, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. It was good. Good for what it was. I hate to see Brock lose again. I thought they were gonna do something smart and maybe like do a little fuck over angle to like maybe we could get Drew's title win in front of people. Make the people want it more, and then when it happens in front of people, it'll be a bigger deal. But nobody's even gonna remember this shit because this shit was just I don't know, it's kind of underwhelming. You know what I mean? That was bottom line. I know Brock got good matches in him, but this wasn't one of them. And this seems like they just made it happen like this just to get it over with. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's the bottom line. It was all right. All around, my WrestleMania review is like a fucking true the thumbs down as low as they could go. I liked Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn. I like Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. I like Rhea Ripley and Charlotte. And Edge and Randy Orton was alright. Should have been a little shorter. But besides that, everything was trash. Everything was garbage. I would be happy to see that kind of stuff. I'd be like, oh, this is good for a Raw. You know what I mean? It's good for an episode of Raw. That's how I felt about a lot of this shit. It wasn't WrestleMania worthy in the first place. And if WrestleMania did have a crowd of 90,000 people, they would be fucking sorely disappointed. Because these matches weren't up to quality. You know, they got all that time to prepare. Why do you think the NXT takeovers are so good? Because those guys practice those matches like every day. They're in there practicing. You know what I'm saying? That's why those Revival DIY matches are so good. That's why these guys are fucking working with each other. They're practicing. And I feel like they could have gotten... they're there. They could have practiced these matches a little more. You know? Maybe have somebody look into and help them out. Planning them out a little better. There was no big match feels to most of those matches. There's no big match feel, you know what I mean? But yeah, WrestleMania was a giant letdown. I understand. I appreciate them going out there and wrestling in front of no people, even though the show must go on, blah blah blah. But it's getting to the point where it's ridiculous because they're trying to say that WWE is an essential program. An essential service. Nobody needs wrestling, especially bad wrestling like this. So they better do something to protect the workers because they already got a worker over there that got coronavirus. And you know what happens if Roman Reigns didn't go stay home and fucking speak up, and he went to work and he got coronavirus and he died because of his weakened immune system because he has cancer because he had leukemia. What would happen then? The show must go on. The show must go on, pal. No, the show must not fucking go on. This is not a show that needs to go on. It's fucking wrestling. It's garbage. It's garbage wrestling on top of it. You know, it's not like fucking 80s fucking Jim Crockett Promotions is fucking coming back. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not like Mid-South fucking wrestling is gonna come back. This is garbage. You know? We're not gonna get Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels out of this shit. We're not gonna get fucking anything good. So just let it be. And then we want to make your money, and I know you don't want to fuck your TV deals or whatever the fuck it is, and you want to, you know. But fuck it, dude. These wrestlers need to stay home. Everybody needs to stay home. That's the whole point of this whole shit. Everybody needs to stay fucking home. Vince, stop being greedy. You motherfucking, stop getting my videos banned from YouTube. I barely use any of your footage. That's why I re-recorded this WrestleMania review to really make sure I let you know how I really feel about this shit, because this shit was fucking trash. Alright, we're gonna get into a review of the Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa cinematic wrestling match. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm gonna go watch that shit. Appreciate you listening to episode 1 of The Burial Ground. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I just watched Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano in their cinematic wrestling match. It was better. I mean, it was presented more like a wrestling match, but it was again, it's too long for one. It was not that exciting. And every time Johnny Gargano did a super kick, which was a lot, you could see him slap his leg. I mean, there was a lot of fucking super kicks in this shit. A lot of old leg slapping. But besides that, it was presented like a real match. You know, it was alright. Whatever it was is whatever it was. And I'm not gonna hate on it, because if they had just kept the action going and it was a regular match, some of the stuff was just stupid. Like, why didn't they show them getting down from the truck? Because it was too hard to figure out a way to get down from the truck, like a logical reason for them to get down from the truck. So they just fade to black. It's like lazy. You know what I mean? There's sometimes you could tell they're just taking too long to do stuff, so they were just fading to black and showing to when they got to action again, which they could just do something else. They could pan out or whatever, and then act like a little bit of time went by when a lot of time went by. They should always have like no matter what, they should always have something prepared. Don't just fade to black. It really kind of takes me out of the match. But besides that, it wasn't bad. I mean, the match was the match, and it was kind of stupid. But why would you try to make a little nice guy, happy Johnny Wrestling, a heel anyway? Because he's so fucking tiny. He's obviously going to be the underdog. I mean, Jesus Christ. You know, Ciampa's a badass heel, dude. He would be a great heel. Just let him loose. You know what I mean? Johnny Gargano has like a baby face. His whole demeanor is like baby face, and his wife is a goofball. You know, he's just like a happy dude. Just let him be a baby face. This heel shit ain't gonna go far. They're gonna have to change him back soon. It's just you know, it just wasn't good. He looked like a pussy or whatever, having his wife help him. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that because he's a little guy. So it just felt anticlimactic. That's all it was. It just to end their feud on that with a kick in the balls from the wife. I guess that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to add Candice to the mix, whatever it is. I didn't like it that much, but it wasn't anything stupid like the Boneyard skit or whatever, the Firehouse Fun Fly fit skit, whatever the fuck that was. It was a match. They just kind of made it cinematic, and you could hear the guys talking. It was an empty arena, so well, it was all right. I'm not gonna give it that hard of a time. If they present cinematic wrestling like that, I'm not gonna give it too hard of a time. When they start adding special effects, or when they start doing bumps where they don't show the landing, which I hate. They did one of those in this match. I hate that shit. It's fucking stupid. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Just fucking cut it out. There's no reason for this shit. There's no reason to take a fake looking fucking non-bump when you're doing plenty of shit anyway. Just cut it out already. I'm gonna watch some Raw and SmackDown. I'm gonna watch a little bit of that here and there, and then I'm gonna watch some AEW. I've been seeing some clips of them on Twitter. Really embarrassing shit. So I'm gonna do some reviews of that stuff because I'm sure I hate it already. So Kenny Omega match, which I know I will not like, so I'll watch that whole thing and make myself vomit. I'll be back hopefully soon, since we're on a quarantine and I have nothing better to do. I'm gonna load up on some wrestling and give some reviews of that shit and just talk about what I think, and I'll pick a few people to bury just for fun's sake. You know what I mean? Appreciate you guys tuning into the Burial Ground, episode 1. This is motherfucking Mark. I'm out.